I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. The snow melted away and the downed trees and branches were cut up and taken away. But for many of the victims of the October snowstorm, the long-time loss of electricity remains fresh in their minds. And now New York Senator Charles Schumer wants the state's Public Service Commission to take action that would help residents stay better informed the next time they're left without power. Schumer wants the PSC to require utility companies to offer opt-in text message alerts, emails, and robocalls so that residents left in the dark will have some idea of when their power will be restored. Schumer says area utility companies need to make significant improvements in their power outage response procedures. He labeled as dismal the utility response to the recent snowstorm, since tens of thousands of Hudson Valley residents remained without power for days with no idea when it would come back on. Governor Andrew Cuomo was planning a meeting with his top financial advisors amid word that the state could lose as many as 155,000 jobs and billions of dollars in federal aid to schools and healthcare services because of inaction by a special federal deficit reduction super committee that would tear into the state and local jobs that are funded by Washington. The state depends on the federal government for about $40 billion a year, or about 30% of the total state budget. Get the full details on this developing story, as well as the potential impacts, here at Record Online and in tomorrow's Times-Herald Record. Elsewhere, fire officials in the village of Monroe were looking for the cause of a fire at the Monroe Commons Senior Living Community Center Saturday night. A smoky two-alarm blaze broke out at around 7:15 p.m. and was contained to a single apartment inside the complex at number 5 North Main Street. The apartment resident was brought to a nearby hospital for treatment of smoke inhalation. The other building occupants were evacuated to waiting town buses parked on the street so they could keep warm while the fire was put out. The cause of the fire is not considered suspicious. Most of the residents were allowed to return to their homes later that evening. A Town of Deer Park man faces felony charges following a violent domestic incident over the weekend. State police say 30-year-old Mark Mack Jr. is accused of choking his live-in girlfriend at the residence on Little Lane in Sparrowbush. Mack was ordered held on $20,000 bail after being charged with felony assault, criminal obstruction of breathing or blood circulation, and endangering the welfare of a child. He's due to appear in court on Wednesday. Things went from bad to worse for a Beacon woman yesterday. State police say they spotted a 26-year-old Hillary Jackson driving erratically and going 107 miles an hour on Route 17 in the Fair Oaks area. Then after she was pulled over, she kicked the trooper. Bail was set at $10,000. Jackson's been charged with assault, resisting arrest, as well as an assortment of vehicle and traffic offenses. Sunday was a milestone day in the city of Newburgh with dedication ceremonies held for the 50th house built or renovated by officials and volunteers with Habitat for Humanity of Greater Newburgh. The house at 65 Courtney Avenue was presented to Renee Knight, a mother of 4, who was chosen as a Habitat recipient and who then helped with the needed repairs. Newburgh Habitat for Humanity was founded in 1999. Their 50th house was dedicated in honor of Deidre Glenn, the organization's first executive director. The new Newburgh Habitat goal is to build or fix up 50 more houses in the next 5 years. And the popular TV show Antiques Roadshow has many of you wondering if you have a valuable treasure in your attic or basement. On Saturday, people were finding out about the history and value of their antiques, jewelry, and artwork during the second annual appraisal day at Wallkill Town Hall. Professional appraisers were on hand to tell people about their possessions and what they may be worth. They say the fun for them is not knowing what they'll be seeing.
Every road show that we do, there is different material that shows up. Some of it is more garage sale related, and some of it is extraordinary. And it's the extraordinary things that we live for, and that's why we love to do this.
it excites people to find that treasure, whether it be something that they purchased for $5 and it's worth $20, or if they purchased it at a yard sale for $100 and it's worth $5. It's still the thrill of the hunt, and it's a little gold rush is what it is. Yeah.
Something that excited the appraisers Saturday was a Civil War pistol in excellent condition, brought in by John Lippert.
I kind of knew what it was worth, but I found out it's worth a whole lot more than I thought, only because they have access to all kinds of information that through their experience in doing these things. So I'm real happy, but I still have to go to work on Monday morning.
And besides providing a little excitement for the appraisers and the antique owners, Appraisal Day also raises money for the Town of Wallkill Historical Association. Wet weather's in the forecast for the next couple of days. Tomorrow will be cloudy with rain expected to arrive by late in the day. Temperatures are not expected to go much higher than 50 degrees. Not a great holiday travel day Wednesday. It'll be cloudy and rainy with temperatures reaching the low 50s. Make Record Online your source for breaking news and get the stories and information important to you by picking up tomorrow's Times-Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.